Hi everyone, welcome back to Vepra Podcast. I'm your host Anya, and as you may know, I'm currently based in Washington, D.C., and I've decided to do something a little bit different and bring you updates and reflections on some of the key topics I find the most important at the moment. And since I am just a short walking distance from the U.S. Capitol, which is also near my school, I have been attending select congressional hearings that I believe are especially relevant, and I'll be sharing those insights with you right here on Vepra Podcast in both English and in Albanian. So today we're exploring a pivotal moment in regulatory history following the recent Senate Agriculture Committee hearing on Brian Quintenz, President Trump's nominee to lead the committee, the Commodity Futures Trading Commission. It was both an honor and incredibly timely to attend the Senate Agriculture Committee hearings yesterday, and the focus was on Brian Quintenz's nomination and the pivotal role the CFTC will play in overseeing the digital assets market. These discussions can come more at a more critical juncture as advancements in digital currencies and blockchain technology reshape global finance. Now, Brian Quintenz brings a wealth of experience and bipartisan support to his nomination, and originally nominated by President Obama and then renominated by President Trump. Quintenz's journey to the Senate hearings has spanned multiple administrations and political landscapes. Now, after years of waiting, his nomination finally reached the Senate Agriculture Committee, which making it a significant moment in his career and regulatory leadership. At the heart of the hearing was the Clarity Act. It's a groundbreaking legislation designed to clarify regulatory responsibilities between the SEC and the CFTC for digital assets. This legislation aims to provide clear guidelines and oversight essential for fostering innovation while protecting innovators in this rapidly evolving market. The Clarity Act is a crucial step towards establishing a comprehensive regulatory framework for digital assets. It seeks to address the current ambiguity surrounding the regulatory jurisdiction over cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology by delineating responsibilities between the SEC, known for its oversight of securities, and the CFTC, responsible for overseeing commodity futures and options market. The Clarity Act aims to provide clarity to businesses, investors, and consumers alike. This regulatory measure is essential for fostering innovation in the digital assets space. It provides certainty for businesses to develop new technologies and financial products while ensuring that consumers are protected from potential risks. By setting clear rules of the road, the Clarity Act aims to attract investment, promote market integrity, and ultimately support economic growth in the digital economy. In addition to the Clarity Act, they've also addressed the Genius Act during the hearings. The legislation proposes measures to enhance regulatory oversight of stablecoins and digital currencies, now addressing gaps in the current legislation to ensure robust protections for consumers and investors alike. The Genius Act represents a proactive approach to regulating stablecoins and digital currencies, which have gained prominence in the global finance. It seeks to establish a clear regulatory framework that addresses concerns related to financial stability, consumer protection, and national security. By enhancing oversight and introducing safeguards against potential risks such as money laundering or fraud, the Genius Act aims to build trust in digital currencies and promote their responsible use in the financial system. These legislation efforts, including the Genius Acts, are crucial for shaping the future of our society. As digital currencies and blockchain technology become more integrated into our everyday transactions, regulatory measures like the Genius Act will play a pivotal role in ensuring that these innovations contribute positively to the economic growth and the financial inclusion. By setting standards and safeguards, these acts aim to harness the transformative potential of digital assets while mitigating associated risk. It is important to note that the first regulatory measures in cryptocurrency were introduced approximately a decade ago, almost 10 years ago, And at that time, governments and regulatory bodies began grappling with how to classify and oversee the digital assets, which were seen as disruptive yet promising innovations in finance. Since then, regulatory efforts have evolved significantly, reflecting the growing importance of the digital assets in global markets. The early regulatory measures focused on establishing basic rules and definitions for cryptocurrencies. Governments aimed to address concerns about investor protection, market manipulation, and financial stability. Now, these measures laid the groundwork for subsequent legislative efforts, such as the Clarity and the Genius Act, which seek to build upon these foundational regulations to provide greater clarity and oversight in today's digital economy. So as the evolution of cryptocurrency regulations over the past 10 years, decade, underscores the dynamic nature of financial innovation and regulatory response. As digital assets continue to evolve, and regulatory frameworks must adapt to ensure that they remain effective and relevant in safeguarding investors and promoting market integrity, especially when seen in the innovation technology of AI, and how much and that's disrupting our societies currently, and how that will be in the future. Now, the early measures set the stage for today's comprehensive legislative efforts, making a milestone in the ongoing dialogue between technology, finance, and regulation. As we navigate these transformative times, achieving a balance between fostering innovation and ensuring regulatory clarity is crucial. The hearings on Brian Quintenz, the Clarity Act and the Genius Act, represent significant strides towards establishing a cohesive regulatory framework for digital assets. It's interesting, so stay tuned as we continue to monitor how these developments shape the future of finance, technology, and policy. Thank you so much for joining me today on today's episode of Vepra Podcast. For more insights into the evolving world of finance, technology, and policy, remember to continue reading, doing your research, stay on top of it, but also, listening to some of our other episodes here on Vepra Podcast. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day. Mirë se vini në Vepra Podcast. Unë jam Anja dhe siç e dini shumë prej jush, aktualisht ndodhem këtu në Washington DC. Kam vendosur të sjell diçka pak më ndryshe, të sjell reflektime mbi disa nga temat që i konsideroj më të rëndësishme në këtë moment, duke qenë vetëm pak minuta në këmbë nga kapitali amerikan, pranë shkollës time. Kam ndjekur nga afër disa prej dëgjimeve të rëndësishme që kanë ndodhur në Kongres dhe do t'i ndaj këto provoja me ju këtu në Vepra Podcast, si në shqip ashtu dhe në anglisht. Sot do të ndalemi në një moment kyç në historinë e rregullimit financiar. Pas dëgjimeve të fundit në Komitetin e Bujqësisë të Senatit për Brian Quintenz, kandidatin e propozuar nga presidenti Trump dhe nga presidenti Obama, për të udhëhequr Komisionin për Tregtinë e Kontratave të së ardhshmes së mallrave, so quhet në anglisht CFTC. Ishte një nder dhe shumë në kohë të marrë pjesë dje në dëgjimet e komunitetit të bujqësisë të Senatit. Fokusi ishte në nominimin e Brian Quintenz dhe rolin kritik që CFTC do të ketë në mbikëqyrjen e tregut të pasurive digjitale. Një temë më aktuale se kurrë, teksa monedha digjitale dhe teknologjia blockchain dhe AI technology po ndryshojnë peizazhin financiar global dhe jo vetëm. Një pikë kyç e diskutimit ishte akti i klaritetit, domethënë quhet Clarity Act, një ligj që synon të përcaktojë qartë rolet e SEC dhe CFTC në mbikëqyrjen e pasurive digjitale, për të nxitur inovacionin dhe për të mbrojtur investitorët. Akti Genius është dhe një tjetër akt që plotson dhe këtë kuadër, duke adresuar boshllëqet në rregullimin e monedhave stabile dhe valutave digjitale. Synimi është të forcohet mbikëqyrja, të mbrohet stabiliteti financiar dhe të parandalohen përdorimi i këtyre teknologjive për aktivitete të palishme. Këto përpjekje janë vendimtare për të ndihmuar zhvillimin e përgjithshëm të financës digjitale, rregulla të qarta jo vetëm që mbrojnë konsumatorët, por edhe krijojnë besim dhe hapin rrugën për inovacionin të reja, innovations të reja në ekonominë digjitale dhe në AI technology. Masat e para rregullatore për këto cryptocurrencies nisën rreth 10 vjet më para, që prej atëherë rregulatorët janë përpjekur të përshtaten me ritmin e shumë të shpejt të teknologjisë në këtë fushë dhe aktet si Clarity Act dhe Genius Act janë hapa kyç drejt një kuadri modern dhe shumë të balancuar. Këto janë kohë interesante dhe vetëm koha do të tregojë se si do zhvillohen gjërat. Shpresoj që ky episod t'ju ketë shërbyer si burim informimi dhe reflektimi, dhe si gjithmonë mirëpres pyetjet apo sugjerimet tuaja për tema të ardhshme. Faleminderit dhe kalofshin sa më mirë.